What's up? Here for my TLC review. Happened last night. It wasn't a bad show, although the build-up was pretty good. Unlike Survivor Series, build-up wasn't that good, obviously. But this build-up was okay. The only thing I didn't like about the actual build-up was the Batista Undertaker match wasn't really anything new what they did with that, and the whole Sheamus thing. But I'll get to that later. You already know probably, but alright, the first match, Christian versus Shelton Benjamin, a ladder match. I was really glad when I heard about this match to see it. I knew it was going to be automatically a great match. They even said they were going to steal the show. That's why it was the opener. It was a good match, but it wasn't like the best ladder match I've seen like all year. There's been better matches as Undertaker and I think that was this year, or was it last year? But anyways, yeah, there've been better ladder matches in the last year or two. But it wasn't bad. I mean, there was a few botches. Christian actually bled the hard way. The ladder fell on his face, just like last time at Bragging Rights between John Cena. And yeah, they tried to cover it up. They like stopped the whole match. It was terrible. I mean, if you're gonna go PG, I mean, they shouldn't even go. I mean, the only thing they're not doing is blood, really. So, and some of the diva, raunchy kind of diva stuff. But some of the fans in the front row were chanting, "We want blood," so it was pretty funny. Yeah, but the cut on his, I think it was by his eye somewhere. The ladder fell right on his head, so I don't know. It looks pretty cool, but it had to be pretty painful too. There was a few good spots. Shelton Benjamin did a front flip off the ladder onto the concrete, or not the concrete, but the padding almost on the ground. Not unprettier. The backwards neck breaker, I forgot what it's called. It does that, and all in all, it was a good match. There's a few times where they're both hanging on the belt, trying to get each other down. They're literally hanging from the belt, and they had to get him down with the ladder, and then there's a front, what's it called? Shelton Benjamin ran on top of the ladder and tried to go up the other one. I mean, there was a few good spots and stuff like that, but all in all, it wasn't the best ladder match, but it was still good. You know, Christian retains while Shelton Benjamin goes through an actual ladder. It goes right through it when Christian jumps outside from the turnbuckle into the ladder. So, and then Christian wins. So it wasn't a bad match. Just could have been either. I mean, for a ladder match, it's good, but I've seen way better. So I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars, 3.5 stars. And yeah, Christian retains. Hopefully I want Shelton Benjamin to win, but whatever. Next match, Divas match. No, Drew McIntyre versus Shelton Benjamin. No, Drew McIntyre versus John Morrison for the IC belt. Surprisingly, Drew McIntyre won. I'm just going to say that right now. Shelton Benjamin why do I keep saying Shelton Benjamin? I'm just pissed that he probably lost, that's why. But John Morrison, Drew McIntyre, John Morrison, he did the Starship Pain, or I like to call it the Starship Apprentice. Starship Apprentice, that's pretty funny. Or Enterprise, it's an Apprentice. Enterprise, yeah, that's what it's called. But anyways, I call it Starship Apprentice, or Enterprise, because it's pretty funny. But yeah, he missed that totally, and he actually sold it, which didn't look good at all. And then he pokes him in the eye and gets his DDT. Match was decent or mediocre at the most. I've seen way better matches between John Morrison and, I guess, not really Drew McIntyre, but I'm going to give it 2.5 stars out of 5. It wasn't the best. It was alright. Just could have been way better. I maybe give it a 3 if it was a little longer, but 2.5 stars. Yeah, so Drew McIntyre wins, surprisingly. And then the next match was, there's a backstage promo segment between Drew McIntyre and, who was the other guy? I think it was, yeah, Sheamus. Because Sheamus was saying, I'm going to win the belt, and he was impressed by Drew McIntyre's performance. And then we go in the Divas match, which was, I didn't really like it, to be honest with you. It had, like some people say, it had good storytelling, which I kind of agree on. But it's funny because Layla, they're making fun of Mickey, how she's kind of fat, but then you see Layla, she's pretty much thick, just like Mickey James is, so I'm not really sure what, it kind of makes no sense in a way, but anyways, storytelling was okay, wrestling wise it was alright, but then Michelle McCool wins, surprisingly, obviously, no, I'm kidding, but you know, it wasn't a surprise. I'm gonna give it I guess a 2 out of 5 stars, not that bad, but 2 out of 5. Next match, this was a surprise, this match was next, it was the John Cena versus Sheamus match for the WWE tables match. Wow, this match was kind of boring. I don't know why. It was just a typical brawl. They brawled a little bit in the arena and whatever. And then frickin' John Cena tries to go for attitude adjustment a few times. Gets it, but misses the table because it wasn't actually there. And they take forever. They take forever to set up the spot at the end. I was like, oh my god, just set it up already. I'm like, I know someone's going to go through the table, but the way that they did it, John Cena basically, Sheamus barely touched him, and now John Cena goes flying into the table and it's over. Like, what the fuck? Sheamus being champion way too soon, way too soon. It's not like Brock Lesnar, so don't even, people are saying, oh, it's like Brock Lesnar. No, I can make a whole rant video about that. Okay, the only thing I'm not like about Sheamus is in-ring he's okay. The push is way too fast, and the build-up has been pretty bad. The build-up would have been better if he's faced guys like maybe I don't know. Just more like maybe like Shawn Michaels or something. Because what are they doing really? I mean, well, they kind of are doing something if you watch the main event for this pay-per-view. But the build-up could have been way better. But yeah, Sheamus, new champion. Whatever. 3 out of 5 star match. Next match was I think it was the World Heavyweight match. Was it the World Heavyweight? Yeah, World Heavyweight Championship. But didn't really like the match that much. It was alright. Wasn't their best match at all, by far. They restart the match because Batista... Oh my god, Batista low-blowed freaking Undertaker. Like, and then Dear Long comes out, restarts it after Batista wins. She's like, we have to restart the match. What about all the other times that people got low-blowed and they got away with it? How come the general manager never came out before? Or even beginning of the pay-per-view when Drew McIntyre got a poke in the eye. I mean, that's just terrible. WWE has to think these things. But then Batista or Undertaker gets a few shots in and gets a tombstone and it's over. And the rest of the match was alright and gave it barely 3 out of 5 stars. Just because the ending was kind of cool, but... I mean, it made no sense, but it was kind of cool, you know what I mean? 3 out of 5. Then Randy Orton versus Kofi Kingston, match of the night in my opinion, besides the main event I guess. These two matches were really good. Randy Orton did an awesome kick in the air while Kofi Kingston... I said Shelton mentioned right again, like for the 5th time. Kofi Kingston goes for a suicide dive, or not suicide dive, but a backwards, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And then Randy Orton kicks him in midair. I marked out like crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I marked down that like, wow, you wouldn't believe it. But Randy Orton goes for the head kick, or the kick to the head, misses, hits his arm, and then he works on the arm, and then Kofi Kingston's about to win. He misses his finisher while Randy Orton's on his knees, ducks, RKO's him cleanly. And yeah, I'm kind of happy that it won cleanly actually without legacy. So good match. Pretty fast-paced some points at the match, so I'm going to give it 3.5 stars out of 5. Could have been 4 if it was maybe a little bit longer, but it was still pretty long. 3 out of 5 stars. Main event, TLC match. This was impressive. I was impressed in this match with DX, with Big Show, with everybody. Freaking one point, Big Show got pissed off and started breaking the ladder, and the ladder split in half. And Shawn Michaels tried to climb up half the ladder, and then Triple H boosted him up there, and then they finally won. There's a few good spots in this too. What's it called? Chris Jericho's supposed to go through a table after he falls from the ring, but he misses it, botches it, and hits his hand on the table, so that didn't look too good. But other than that, it was a good match. The setup was pretty cool too. The tables and ladders and chairs were hanging from the ceiling. So I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 just because I really liked it. It was match of the night besides the Randy Orton and Kofi match. 4 out of 5, pretty good show. I'm going to give it 7 out of 10, maybe 7.5 just because of the main event, but actually yeah, 7 out of 10. Good show. And yeah, Sheamus, new champion. We'll see what happens this Raw. Tonight, he'll probably lose it. Who knows? They've been doing this. They did this before a lot of the time. So maybe Sheamus will lose this Raw. Coming up in a couple hours, actually. Yeah, that's really about it. 7 out of 10. Peace.